All right, Chuck, thanks. Let's talk more about growing support in Minneapolis for dismantling the city's police department following the death of George Floyd. This idea is not a new one. It's already happened in New Jersey. Back in 2013, Camden did just that with a renewed focus on community service. News 4's Chris Glorioso is in Camden tonight with how things have changed over the past 7 years.
With so much talk of defunding or disbanding police departments, people might be surprised to know it happened right here in New Jersey. And now lots of folks are asking, has the experiment in Camden worked? At the height of the unrest in New York and Philadelphia, police vehicles were burned. Smash and grab looters took advantage. But that didn't happen in Camden, New Jersey. While other cities boiled over, here the police chief marched with the protesters.
Our officers are guardians, they're not warriors.
Camden County Freeholder Director Louis Capelli says the relative harmony between police and community is a result of Camden taking a radical step 7 years ago, disbanding its city police, tearing up union contracts, and replacing the department with a larger county police force more focused on neighborhood patrol and respect.
The difference is significant. We now have 3 times as many officers on the street. We have a model of community policing that was formed with the input of the residents of the city, and we have a much safer city.
Camden's community policing model has drawn praise even from former President Barack Obama. But even so, some Camden residents fear the good press has gotten ahead of itself. Longtime activists Pastor Amir Khan and Kevin Benson say when they disbanded the city police and replaced it with county cops, the police force became more white.
The Camden City Police Department had what the Camden County Police Department has now. It would have been just as successful, and you wouldn't have had most of the individuals coming from the outside. Camden City Police Force was a lot of community people. It was black and brown. It was people who looked like me. But now what you have is a new police force, which is majority white.
There's a lot of resentment about the police being taken over. The residents did not want that.
But even some critics applaud Camden police for being receptive to community dialogue. Nonetheless, this weekend, some protesters asked the police to step aside and not march with them, giving them space for their own demonstration. AYINDE MERRILL was one of the organizers.
The first protest in Camden, it felt too like a symbol or something. It felt too staged.
At the end of this weekend's demonstration in Camden, leaders of the protest handed police leaders a list of demands. And like in many other cities, one of those demands was to divert more police budgetary funds to social programs for people of color. Reporting from Camden, Chris Glorioso, News 4, New York.